Super zombie power.
Hello Zomrads and happy Memorial Day Monday! I hope those of you who have the day off are enjoying it and those of you who don't are having a good Monday anyway. That said, I'm going to talk to you about death, so brace yourselves. Ever the trusted source for all things informative, Wikipedia tells us that Memorial Day is a United States federal holiday observed on the last Monday of May. Today, what is now known as Memorial Day is a day of reflection and recognition of the ordinary people who sometimes visit cemeteries and graves to honor their deceased relatives while also commemorating all U.S. service members who died while in military service. The recognition of the fallen victims was then enacted under the name Memorial Day by an organization of Union veterans to honor Union soldiers of the American Civil War. Over time, it was extended after World War I to honor all Americans who have died in all wars. So it isn't intended as a day for you to sit on your ass, have a barbecue, and maybe partake in some holiday gimmicky sales. But it's instead a day for you to remember the fallen, the no longer with us, the dead. But I have a bit of a problem with how our culture treats death. We choose to focus on the moment that that person's heart stopped beating and the person that we knew left this world. And we mourn and we cry and we wear black for a long time and we just don't know what to do with ourselves thinking about life without that person and what it's going to be like for us. But it's not always the case in other cultures. In fact, sometimes it's quite the opposite. I'm not even talking about belief in an afterlife or religious traditions or anything like that at all. I'm just talking about the way we treat that person's life and death once they're gone. Instead of essentially focusing on that split second when Mary Sue stopped being Mary Sue, some cultures, like many Francophone African nations for example, would choose instead to focus on all the wonderful things about her, the great times they had with her, and her life in general. They managed to combat that innate human tendency to only remember really traumatic experiences. You probably don't remember much about your early years, but chances are pretty good that you do remember very clearly that one time that giant wasp chased you down until it finally stung you when you were 4. Or something like that. And make themselves feel a little bit better by dancing and singing and celebrating life rather than mourning death. So to rein this in a little bit and paraphrase a little Shakespeare if I may, when someone you know and love inevitably shuffles off this mortal coil, try and look at the positives. I think you'll feel a lot better a lot sooner. See you Wednesday. Peace, love, and geekdom. Funny how I'm sitting here talking about death, and my dad is sitting downstairs, and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Daddy. Oh dear. Signs your dog owns you and not the other way around. This is her bed.